Some new developments tonight in the investigation of Russia's efforts to interfere in last year's U.S. election. We have Fox team coverage. James Rosen in our Washington bureau with new information about surveillance directed at the Trump team. We start off, however, on Capitol Hill with Chief Intelligence Correspondent Catherine Herridge and a big change of plans today. Good evening, Catherine.
Well, that's right, Brad. The Senate Intelligence Committee will now hold a public hearing with the president's personal attorney, Michael Cohen, and in the last hour offering up the date of October 25th, after they say Cohen violated the ground rules by issuing a prepared statement to the media before the session. In a joint statement, the Republican chairman Richard Burr and the ranking Democrat Mark Warner said, "We were disappointed that Mr. Cohen decided to preempt today's interview by releasing a public statement prior to his engagement with committee staff, in spite of the committee's request that he refrain from public comment. As a result, we declined to move forward with today's interview and will reschedule Mr. Cohen's appearance before the committee in open session at a date in the near future." Cohen arrived here on Capitol Hill with the expectation that the session would last throughout much of the day, with investigators pursuing several lines of questioning, from alleged contacts with Russian officials in the summer of 2016 to a Moscow real estate project that eventually fell through. In his prepared statement, Cohen said, "Let me be totally clear that I am innocent of the allegations raised against me. Given my own proximity to the President of the United States as a candidate, let me also say that I never saw anything, nor a hint of anything, that demonstrated his involvement in Russian interference in our election or any form of Russian collusion." Asked by Fox News who made the call, Cohen told reporters it was the committee.
Was it your request to postpone, or was it on the
you or the committee?
What were you doing here today if you weren't
It was a request by the Senate Intel to postpone, and I'll be back, and I look forward to getting all the information that they're looking for.
What did you tell the president?
In a separate development, media reports suggest former campaign chairman Paul Manafort was the subject of a surveillance order before and after the election. And when agents raided his Virginia home, prosecutors reportedly warned him that he would be indicted. Within the last hour, a spokesman for Manafort said, "If true, it is a felony to reveal the existence of a FISA warrant, regardless of the fact that no charges ever emerged." Mr. Manafort requests that the Department of Justice release any intercepts involving him and any non-Americans so interested parties can come to the same conclusion as the Department of Justice. There is nothing there. Manafort's spokesman said he's also asking the Department of Justice, the Inspector General, to launch an internal investigation into the leak spread.
Follow all the elements. Catherine Herridge up on the Hill. Catherine, thanks.